Are you feeling lost when it comes to knowing your purpose? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you 7 things that you can do that are going to help you to deepen your connection with your divine purpose and why you're really here on planet Earth. It's not necessarily one defining moment that changes everything. It's often a regular series of insights or a compounded, series of events where then you go, oh, wow, I understand now. This is what I love. That's what I don't want. This is what I do want. It's in those that you truly discover what your purpose is. So these 7 strategies, they're designed for you to incorporate them into your daily life and to make them a part of what you do on a regular basis, because we want to increase the frequency of those moments of insight for you, because it's inside that you'll discover what your purpose is. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell notification so that you receive updates whenever I post a video that's going to help you to live the extraordinary life that you deserve. Now, strategy number 1 is quite simply to spend more time alone. Now, we have an absolutely crazy life now. Modern day life is so busy. We are constantly surrounded by social media notifications, by people. We have demands, we have responsibilities. And in amongst all of that chaos and sometimes that noise, it can be really difficult to sit with your own heart and soul, and thus to truly know what the meaning of your life is. And so the first strategy is simply to start spending more time alone. And don't be afraid of what will bubble up or come up in that space. If you find yourself confronted with intense emotions, sometimes right inside that is where you'll find the keys to your purpose. So don't be afraid, just allow that space, but start to make this a habit. I know personally, if I spend too much time around people, like if I'm around people all day, every day, I start to kind of get a bit frazzled. I need to come back into myself. Even though I already know what my purpose is, I still need to revisit that sacred space inside me that knows who I am and knows what it is that I'm here to do. Strategy number 2 is to cultivate deep gratitude. Now, I'm absolutely sure that you've heard of the phrase, an attitude of gratitude before, and sometimes it can sound a little cliche, but I am a firm believer that gratitude is one of the fastest ways to get clear on what your purpose is. When you're in a grateful state, it not only clears your mind, but it opens the heart. And your purpose is a matter of the heart. It's not something that you can think through. It's something you feel, and when you feel it, you know it. So this is why gratitude and daily blessings, verbally expressing to people what you're grateful for, but also writing down or counting your own blessings is such a powerful strategy and a powerful tool for helping you to get connected to your divine self, your soul. And in that space, there's no way that you won't get clear on who you are and what you would love to do with the rest of your life. Take a moment to comment below this video and let me know, what are you deeply grateful for right now? Strategy number 3 is to learn to open your heart. Now, when I say open heart, I mean having a deep, unconditional love, either for yourself, for someone else in your life. Maybe it could be for one of your children, could be for a loved one, or even just having a deep state of unconditional love for life, for the world, for the opportunity to be here and be alive. Now, the reason that the open heart and experiencing an open heart regularly is so powerful is because it opens you up to all of the magic and the beauty that truly is there, but so few people actually tune into it and take the time to see it. It's impossible to feel an open heart, to feel that deep sense of love, and to not get a little glimpse of clarity about who you are. Because when you strip down all of the pain, the emotions, the illusions, and the chaos and the confusion of being human, underneath that exists only love, and in that, the truth. And that's the truth of what it is that you're actually born to do, and the magnificence and the capability that you have to go and fulfill upon that. So opening your heart and learning to let go of the pain and to return to your natural state, which is purely love and light and potential, is incredibly powerful for knowing who you are. Strategy number 4 is to inspire your physical senses. So I'm literally talking about sight and sound and feeling and taste and touch, the senses that we often perceive the world through. And sometimes one of the fastest ways for me to remind myself of my purpose or to get a new glimpse of clarity about what my life is really about I just take time to be in environments that inspire me, to get into conversations with people where we can really go there, have a conversation about human potential or business or life or the world. Or I'll take the time just to be in nature, and I'm aware that what I'm doing is putting my physical body and myself into a certain environment or into a certain experience that I know is going to open my mind and inspire my creativity. Now, this particular strategy is probably also coming from my background and my career as a writer. In order for me to write, I personally need to be inspired. So this is where I go. I make the effort to inspire my senses, going for a walk, listening to music, talking to people that I really love, looking at beautiful scenery. For me, even being amongst humanity, like listening to music, walking through a city, they always help me to get clearer on who I am. Maybe if you're sitting there staring at the wall or you're looking at the inside of your house all day, every day, that may not be the answer to help you to really get clear on your purpose. It might help, but you may also need to spend some more time really consciously inspiring your senses with great food, great music, and beautiful environments. Strategy number 5 is to journal. Now, this is not going to surprise you that as a writer, I love journaling. Journaling is my favorite spiritual practice. And the reason for that is because it's so deeply personal. It's impossible for you to put pen to page and journal your reflections without simultaneously getting to know who you are. So by making your journaling a regular part of your life, you have the opportunity to put your heart and your soul, your feelings and your thoughts down on the page. And in amongst that, over a period of time, like over weeks or days or maybe months, you will actually discover that there are running themes to your life. You can even journal insights. What is it that inspires me? What am I interested in? What is it that I would love to do with my life? And if you journal about those for even a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you will start to see those answers emerging. You'll start to get clear on what the thread or the core theme of your life is and what your life is all about. So you can introduce a journaling practice to help you to get to know yourself, to listen to your higher self and soul, to kind of peel away those layers and get to the truth of what you care about most. I truly do believe that you deserve to live an extraordinary life. It's why I do what I do, so that you can thrive. This is why I want to give you my Dream Life Planner template. This 21-page planner has space for your purpose, your mission, your goals, your intentions, and your plans for the 7 areas of life. I know that you're going to love it. It's going to help you to really start down that path of living the life that you deserve. The link to download it, of course, is in the video description. Go ahead and download it, make it yours, and I look forward to hearing how you enjoy that. Strategy number 6 is to cultivate deep observation about yourself. So now we're purely talking about self-awareness, and that means the observer that is actually observing you right now. You have a higher self that is aware of who you are, that watches your every movement. It's like your soul, if you will. Some people call it like the higher mind. But there is an observer in you that watches yourself doing things. And I'm sure sometime in your life you've done something maybe a little bit silly or questionable, and as you're taking the action, there's a part of your mind that's watching you going, what are you doing? Where are you going with this? I know I've definitely had that. We've all made some questionable decisions at times, but that is the observer that we're talking about. We can actually use that in order to help you to get clearer on what your purpose is. So when you're observing yourself, you're looking for those signs. What actually lights you up? What is it that interests you? Watch yourself from day to day and start to observe where your energy naturally flows. Where does your attention naturally go? What is it that you cannot stop thinking about? These are all signs that are like the keys to the doorway for your purpose. These are guiding you. You already have your purpose within you. It's not out there. It's actually in here. It's in your heart. It's in your soul. And so when you observe yourself and you watch, what are you actually drawn to? Are you a people person and you thrive on leadership and you need to be around people? Great. That's a part of your purpose in life. Or are you love deep research? I have girlfriends that love to research. They've got PhDs and they're much happier behind data than they are in front of people. These are all keys to the purpose. So observe yourself over a period of time. Use your journal in order to do that. What did I learn about myself today? What did I learn about what it is that I love to do? And even reaffirm it for yourself. Watch it, because you're already living your purpose. You just need to become aware of it. It's time for lucky number 7. And the 7th strategy is simply to talk with God and or your soul. And just so we're clear, God for me is like the divine order. I've heard it very beautifully described as the grand organized design or the grand organized designer. We're talking about the perfection of life. And I'm a firm believer that there is a hidden order in the universe and that we are part of something so much bigger. And sometimes I believe the most powerful way to get really clear on your purpose is to simply talk with God or your soul, whatever name you want to give that. Talk to your higher divine self that is beyond the human world. See, oftentimes people are living what I call from bottom up. So they're just dealing with what's right in front of them. They're not looking beyond those circumstances. They're living in an earthly reality. But actually, it's when you start to tune into something so much greater, the part of you that is beyond the earth, that suddenly you'll be able to see the purpose for your life on earth. Now, I found there's never been a moment where I've sent out a prayer or sent an intention to the higher part of myself or to the universe where I haven't received an answer. And so you can every day say, please show me, please guide me towards my purpose so that I can fulfill it and share my gifts with humanity. Be sure to watch other videos on my channel. And if you haven't already done so, again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you receive updates every time I post another video to help you to find and fulfill your purpose on planet Earth.